What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how narcissistic people, toxic people, are always preparing just in case you decide to leave them. How they prepare, they're prepping for you to leave. Always. Stay tuned, like and subscribe for more. So narcissists are always preparing just in case you decide to leave them. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. So what I mean by preparing to leave them is the fact that narcissistic people will already have a new supply lined up. They will have a new relationship partner lined up typically, just in case you leave them. That's where a lot of narcissistic people start emotionally cheating well before they start physically cheating on you and things like that. And they will emotionally disconnect from you well before they fully start to emotionally connect to someone else. But everybody's situation is going to be different because some narcissistic people are also preparing to fight you in court for the kids, to fight you in court for the house and things like that. That's why a lot of narcissistic people will hide money. They'll keep secret recordings of you acting crazy or acting up and things like that. And typically you're going to be reacting to their abusive behaviors. So that they might make you look crazy in court and things like that. Or that's at least the mindset right there. If you're on any medications and things like that, they'll bring it up in court just to make it seem like you're a drug addict and things like that. So stay safe and protect yourself. Welcome back. Always preparing to leave you. Yes. A lot of narcissists and toxic people have abandonment issues, y'all. We just do. We have abandonment issues. So we are preparing just in case you leave us. That's how a lot of narcissistic people are. And you notice I said a lot. I didn't say all narcissistic people are the same, y'all. You would never hear me. If I've said all, I will rarely ever say all narcissistic people. All narcissists have a specific set of traits. That's true. But I'm never talking absolutes about all narcissists cheat, all narcissists do that, all narcissists do that, blah, 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 boo, 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 beep, beep, beep. Some people keep coming at me in my comment sections like, all narcissists don't do this. I have blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get it, y'all. Yeah, all narcissistic people are going to be different. That's why I say a lot of narcissistic people have abandonment issues. Some don't. Yeah, I don't really understand. Some narcissistic people were raised in households with both parents, but they were just spoiled to death and they became narcissists. They never heard the word no. They never heard the word no. They came up and the word no is poisonous to them and things like that. Setting boundaries on them is poisonous and things like that. Y'all, like some people, all narcissists are going to be different. But most narcissistic people are preparing just in case you decide to leave them. That's why narcissists, like I said in the short video, about a lot of narcissistic people will start to emotionally cheat before they physically start to do anything. They will emotionally start to disconnect from you because once a narcissistic person feels like you showed them your true colors, like they will start to emotionally disconnect from you. Once that image they have created of you in their heads, because a lot of narcissistic people, when they first meet you, they create this image of perfection in their head, like you're the perfect person for them. You're perfect for them, and you're perfect for them in every single way. Like you're perfect for them in any way, shape, or form, and things like that. But when that aura of perfection that they have on you disappears, they will start to emotionally disconnect from you because they feel like we've created this different image of you in our minds. So that narcissistic person will start to emotionally disconnect from you, which means less love, less care, less affection, less everything. You know what I mean? And once the emotional disconnect comes, the emotional discard comes. We're preparing for that, y'all. So that's why they'll start emotionally cheating on you well before they start to do anything physical, because they think a lot of them have abandonment issues and think you're going to leave them. And they are preparing just to leave you just in case, because a lot of narcissists can't be alone, y'all. Narcissistic people have trouble being by themselves. Like, we don't like to be by ourselves. And when I say we don't like to be by ourselves, that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to hop into another relationship. We can hop into another relationship dynamic so we have somebody close to us, but it doesn't have to be a boyfriend-girlfriend situation. It doesn't have to be hopping and get married to somebody else. We can just be, clapping cheeks with somebody else on a consistent basis and consider that person another form of supply or validation or whatnot. You know what I mean? Because whatever source of validation that you're providing to this narcissistic person, y'all, that runs out eventually. That source of validation that narcissist is getting from you, it does run out eventually. So I tell people, you have to stay empowered and stay into your truth, because if you don't, narcissistic people, they're going to leave a lot of times, y'all. They're going to leave you a lot of times. Even though they're preparing for you to leave, a lot of times they will leave you. You know what I mean? they will absolutely leave you. The abandonment issues kick in. The validation that they get from you is running out, is running low. So they decide to pack up their stuff and dip out on you. You know what I mean? They will absolutely dip out. They'll bounce. They'll do all of their stuff right there just to get away from you. You know what I mean? So they're already connected to somebody. That's what I said. They have backup supplies. They might have more than one backup supply. They might be on dating apps and dating sites and things like that, ready for just in case you decide to bounce on them, or just in case they decide like it gets to the point where they decide that the relationship has run its course. You know, you've become emotionally bankrupt, and then they decide to leave you. Then they're always preparing just in case you leave, y'all. They just are. They're preparing for financial battles. They're preparing for court battles. They're preparing for custody battles. They're preparing for, like, y'all, literally every single thing. In my little short video, I said, if you are on any type of medication or whatever, they're gonna try to paint you as crazy. If you've had any kind of episodes of reactive abuse where they've recorded you and they had you on camera, get ready for that to come out. Narcissistic people, I'm just telling you, they're preparing for you to leave. So you would have done something 7 years ago that you forgot about, right? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, y'all, you get ready to go to divorce court or family court or something like that. All of a sudden, these videos start popping up of you doing this kind of crazy stuff. You're like, oh my God, I didn't even know you recorded that. They're preparing just in case you leave. And I tell people, like, regardless of whether or not you're in a relationship with a narcissist or a toxic person, controlling your reaction can save your life, can save your reputation. Controlling your, I know it's easier said than done, but I always keep saying this, y'all. I feel like I repeat this more than anything. Controlling your reactions against a narcissist or a toxic person is like a superpower. It absolutely is a superpower that you can use against narcissists and toxic people to be strong, to have strength and things like that. So that's why I tell a lot of people, when you're dealing with narcissists, toxic people, whatever the situation has brought up, you have to control your reactions. And if they're preparing for you to leave them, if you think you're dealing with a narcissist, just put it into your brain that they might be preparing to leave you, or just they might be preparing to fight you in court or whatever. So you need to prepare just in case they prepare. You have to prep. You have to prep. Blah, 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 blah. Narcissistic robot resetting. Reboot it. Just in case they're preparing to fight you, you need to prepare to fight them. I'm just telling you. I'm not telling you guys to start recording. I feel like if you think you're dealing with a narcissist, document the incidences that y'all have. Any kind of incident you think you can use in court, any kind of incident you think you can use to protect yourself, document that type of stuff, y'all. Because they're documented it against you, I promise you. I don't think a lot of people realize this. If you don't document it, they are. You know what I mean? If you don't document it, they are going to document, and they're going to absolutely 100% with no equivocation use that against you in the court of law. I promise you. I can promise you that. So stay in power, y'all. They're preparing for you to leave them because they have abandonment issues and things like that. They're going to use, they're preparing for every angle. They're going to try to cover it. So you need to cover every angle as well. Prep. If you're not prepared, preparation is key, y'all. If you're not prepared, you're going to, I'm just telling you, they might be way more prepared than you are. Depending on, some of y'all are doing some stupid narcissists. They don't have the brain capacity to do that. But a lot of narcissistic people do. So stay empowered, stay strong on your journey, y'all. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.